recognition. The Kotke family has been operating its family farm at its current location just south of Fond du Lac since the middle of the 1930s.
I
Founded
want the
by the
camera
late
down on the
George and
floor.
Ella Kotke, the farm
Could you
grew
grab
and
one real quick?
prospered, and in 1976 became known as Cottonwood Creek Farms. For most of its existence, the farm focused on dairy production, milking around 200 to
Give me a
250
zoom.
cows. In 1989, a rotary parlor that floats on water was installed for milking. This was cutting-edge
Oh, that's all right.
technology
Forget it.
at the time and allowed for greater efficiency in milking times and cow production. The parlor remained in operation until the dairy
That's
herd
okay.
was
That's
sold
on
in
me.
2023. Currently, the farm focuses on cash crops, raising corn, soybeans, wheat, and alfalfa. With the absence of the dairy herd, there is also a focus on beef and dairy heifer production. Instilling the family farm roots and tradition was a passion of Jim and Elsie Kotke. As a way to provide a connection to the farming lifestyle, Jim began raising market lambs. He allowed each of the 40-plus grandchildren and great-grandchildren to exhibit and then sell a lamb each year at the county fair in exchange for feeding calves, washing pails, and baling hay in the summertime. The typical chores of any young kid growing up on a farm. The farming tradition is now in the fifth generation. Plans for sustainable land management, crop production, and raising of beef cattle and club lambs will remain the current focus, with an open mind to whatever the future holds for the next generations. Let's thank the Kotke family. Tonight, we also have the privilege of honoring Glenn and Sherry Hoekstra of Fox Lake, Wisconsin, for their service to our community through agriculture. What started with tiny seeds and a big dream has been cultivated into a thriving vegetable and greenhouse business we know today. Glenn and Sherry started Hoekstra's Market and Greenhouse in 1981 with a single roadside stand and a small greenhouse. Over the years, they have expanded majorly to over 7 greenhouses filled with flowers and lots of fruits and veggies. Things will be looking a little different at the Hoekstra Ranch this season as Glenn and Sherry happily celebrate their retirement at the end of last year. They are passing the business on to the next generation of family and look forward to sitting back, relaxing, and watching their grandkids continue to live out their dreams. Let's thank the Hoekstra family.
Welcome back here to the pregame show. Joining me now is the head coach for the Mighty Oaks of Oakfield, Coach Jason Killeen. Coach, welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me, Jeff.
I'm glad that we're having this conversation because that means that we've got a game that we're going to be covering together here. So before we get a chance to talk about the Central Wisconsin Christian Crusaders and this game tonight, give me an update about how things have gone recently with the Oaks.
Yeah, well, we've won the last 3 games. I feel like we've been playing good overall. The scoring's been good. The offense has been pretty good. Dodson was a little tougher of a game. We had a close, low-scoring first half, and then we kind of took control in the second half. But overall, I think it's been good the last week.
Was there did Dodgeland give you a surprise defensively that the first half output was a little bit lower than normal?
We weren't really hitting any shots. I thought our offense wasn't moving very well, but we had some good looks. They just weren't going in.
You still haven't been hardly challenged in the Trailways East. I know a couple of times that I know against Toricon, especially, you started out slow, but you've been able to kick things in. Your offense, just to point out a couple of boys, you've got Brody Colleen averaging almost 15 points a game. shooting a little bit low, probably inside the arc from what your standards are, but 44% from outside the arc. You got Braden Glugla, who's at 53% inside the arc, 37 or 38% outside the arc, and Bo Bile at 60% inside. Those are your three heavy hitters with double-digit scoring. You got to feel good, though, in general about how the offense is executing.
Yeah, and those three have been our anchors all year long, as they should be. Yeah, he's been lighting it up lately, scoring a lot of points the last 3 games, and Bo's always a dominant force inside. Braden is just a scorer, so he's always going to get his. And then, our X factor, I guess, is the other guys like JJ Lanning off the bench, Carson Fisher, Xavier Milkey. If those guys can knock down a couple shots apiece, that really helps us. And Henry Jaskowski off the bench has came in and done well for us, scoring points. So we'd like to have a balanced attack.
And I know that we're sitting here talking about your offense, but you really have to be proud of your defense. Your offense is in average the entire season, averaging about 61 points per game. But on the defensive shot side, you've only giving up 45, a differential of 16 points. And I know we talk about this all the time. You hang your hat on the defense. So just give some kudos to your defense.
Yeah, I mean, it's just a matter of the guys, staying in our defensive scheme, not trying to do too much, not trying to go for every steal, just trying to play team defense and make the other team shoot tough shots with a hand in the face. That's just the way we do it. It's successful, and we really don't change up what we do. It's just the main thing is just to make sure that everybody is locked in and engaged in what they're supposed to be doing. And if we got 5 guys that are playing together, it's really tough to score on us.
Let's talk about tonight's contest against the Central Wisconsin Christian Crusaders. You played them early in the season. It was only a 12-point differential, and I say only because most of I believe that's probably the closest that you've had in conference. So tell me what you know about CWC.
Yeah, I just watched that first game over, and it was just a crazy game. I mean, there was a lot of fouls. We were in big time foul trouble. There was technical on each side. There was a flop. I mean, it was a crazy game. I expected, and those guys, Coach Gibbons. I mean, his teams are always going to compete to the end. I mean, they are never going to give up. They got a pretty deep team. They go, probably like 8 or 9 off the bench, and I just I expect a hard fought physical battle.
Yeah, if I remember correctly, I think Bo went off for 29 points against them, which I believe probably is his season high. At least at the time, it definitely was. So, again, that is the height advantage that you have against CWC.
Yeah, for sure. They didn't really double down on him, and they decided to make him beat them. And Bo had a great game. I think in the second half he scored maybe 8 or 10 straight points for us, because we were actually down by 3 points at one point in the second half of that game, and then and Bo kind of took over down there for us. And so we'll see what they decided to do tonight, and we'll make adjustments going in game.
Coach, I want to thank you for joining me here on the pregame show. Talk to me just a little bit about it's doubleheader night at CWC. They like to play a lot of doubleheaders. It seems they're athletes from having multiple contests in a week. Plus, they love to pack the gym. And it's another special night with Thank the Farmer. It seems like you get the best when CWC is hosting.
Yeah, I mean, that's what their preference is. I prefer to have the JV2 play also. So it's kind of unfortunate that those kids don't have a game. But it's nice to be able to watch the girls play also.
And it's going to be packed. How do you have your boys ready for this?
Oh, they've been in packed gyms before. I mean, that's one thing I hope that we've learned from the last couple of years, going deeper in the tournament and playing in games, for conference titles, and that they have the experience, and hopefully that they're mentally ready for a packed gym and a loud crowd, and it gets chaotic, and you got to keep your head. So hopefully our experience will help us in that factor.
Coach, again, I want to thank you for joining me here on the pregame show. Anything else you'd like to add that we didn't talk about?
No, not really. I just looking forward to another real good conference game.
As are we. So I want to thank you again. This has been the head coach here for the Mighty Oaks of Oakfield, Coach Jason Colleen, here on the pregame show. We'll be back after these messages here on Jeff's live stream in cooperation with Radio Plus. Welcome back here to the pregame show. Joining me now is the head coach for the Central Wisconsin Christian Crusaders, Coach Josh Gibbons. Coach, welcome to the show.
Hi, Jeff. Thanks for having me.
Again, we got another doubleheader here, but tonight's game is probably the biggest one, I would think, on the schedule, at least right now, because regionals haven't happened here. But before we talk about this Oakfield game, let's talk about, give us a recap how things went against another Trailways East opponent in Hustisford Falcons.
Yeah, I mean, it went pretty good on the night. It was senior night, so we had a chance to, celebrate our seniors and, get all those guys out on the floor together. So that was a nice thing. We got off to a little bit of a slow start against Husty, but we were able to rebound late in the first half and, carried over to the first part of the second half. So the guys worked hard, again, and we got some good looks, and we were able to, score some points and get the victory.
Talk to me a little bit about you got off to that slow start, but I thought that you guys really rolled once you got rolling, especially into that second half where you just kind of shut down their offense.
Yeah, we wanted to challenge the kids, to perform to the best of their ability. So, we broke the game down a little bit in segments and see if we couldn't win each segment and, really keep the guys engaged so we can get after it. And, defensively, they really stepped up and really put the clamps down. So, it's nice to see. And, it carried over for quite a few minutes there. And, just we kept working hard, and they did a good job.
Let's talk about tonight's opponent in the Oakfield Mighty Oaks from the Trailways East. They're leading in the conference so far, haven't lost a game. Overall record is 13-3. Tell me what else you know about Oakfield.
Besides the obvious, I mean, they're really good. They have a lot of really nice players. They complement each other really well. They're well coached with Jason. He has them doing all the right things. So undefeated in conference, and it's an exciting game for us. When you're playing the best team in conference, it gives you a chance to see how you stack up, and if you can find some kinks in their armor, so to speak, and just make them sweat it out a little bit and see what we can do. It's just we can see, because with playoffs coming up, you can see where you're at and things you have to work on, and hopefully if we get some stops and get some buckets to fall for us, give them a little bit of a run for their money.
Let's talk about, and most people will look at their offense because, again, they've got three guys who are scoring in double digits. You've got Brody Colleen, who is hitting 44% from three-point land. You've got Braden Glugla, who can work it inside and outside. He's over 50% inside, and he's at 38% beyond the arc. And then you got Bo Bile, who the last time, when we talked, I thought that might be an area to attack. Well, he decided against you guys to go off. How do you stop the offensive juggernaut that they got going there?
It's kind of difficult. You just hang on and hope for the best. Brody, he's shooting it lights out right now. Really, he's probably increased his percentage from the beginning of the year. Gugla, he's just an amazing athlete, so he can get to wherever he wants. And like you said, Bo, I mean, the kid's 6'8", and it's just, such a mismatch for most teams every night. So you have to mix things up a little bit and try to give them different looks, and hopefully, force a turnover once in a while. But they're really good. They complement each other. When you have a big guy inside, you have shooters outside, and you have that slasher, Gugla. It's just puts a lot of pressure on your defense. So hopefully, we're sharp defensively. We can get some rebounds, and hopefully we can keep it close for a little while.
Just like you guys, Coach Colleen, though, likes to hang his hat on his defense. I mean, you held them pretty well on the offensive side. If I remember correctly, I think the difference was 8 points or 12 points. So, I mean, it was a really close game compared to what most of their conference games have been. But their point differential, they're a positive 17. So talk to me about what the offensive plan is.
We'll just do what we do. We'll run a lot of motion, just try to keep cutting, try to get them off balance. So, we can get some good looks from the outside. And, if we have an opportunity, go at them inside. But, we'll try to be patient with it and move the ball around and, make them play defense. They're really sound. Like you said, Coach Clean, he loves his defense, and they can play at any pace, whether it's slow, fast. So we have to be very efficient in what we do, not turn the ball over and make them work for a little while on defense.
If there is one little chink in their armor that I see, is at the free throw line. They are shooting right around 55%, which again, when they're 3 points, that's a little bit low. Might that be part of the plan to put, especially Bo Bile, who's only shooting 45% to the line?
I mean, it wouldn't hurt, but I don't know. Every time we play them, it seems like they up free throws, so I don't know if that's a good plan or not. But yeah, on the year they haven't been shooting it as well. But big games, they always seem to focus and lock in and make those shots. So we'll just try to be clean as possible, and hopefully we can, like I say, keep her close and make them sweat it out a little bit.
Coach, I want to thank you for joining me here on the pregame show. Anything else you'd like to add that we didn't get a chance to talk about?
No, just thanks for having me, Jeff. Appreciate everything you do. It's going to be a great atmosphere. It's going to be Thank a Farmer Night. So just want to thank all the farmers for everything they do in our communities. We can't live our lives without our farmers. So, both from Oakfield and CWC. And we'll be honoring a family from each community. So that's awesome. And then also it'll be our star of the night. JJ Leonard will be out and be our star of the night. So looking forward to seeing him with the guys, and hopefully we have a great night.
A couple of special activities, plus it is another end of a doubleheader here. And as we've said, this is really a big Trailways East Conference match. And as always, Coach, I'm beating you to it today. Let's go Crusaders.
Go Crusaders.
Head coach here for the Christian Crusaders from Central Wisconsin. Christian, Coach Josh Gibbons here on Jeff's live stream in cooperation with Radio Plus. We'll be back after these messages.
Are you or a loved one living with the discomfort and hopelessness of peripheral neuropathy? The tingling, the numbness, the life-altering pain? Are you tired of taking medications that only mask the symptoms or don't work at all? You don't have to live like that anymore. Introducing New Medical Center, your beacon of hope in the fight against peripheral neuropathy. Our team of dedicated specialists uses the latest advancement in medical technology to help you regain control of your life. Our personalized treatment plans are designed to reduce your pain, improve your balance, and restore your quality of life, all while targeting the cause of your neuropathy. Visit us on the web at newmedicalctr.com.
Welcome to Hooksha's Marketing Greenhouse. Here at Hooksha's Marketing Greenhouse, we are proud to provide South Central Wisconsin with the most beautiful flowers and freshest fruits and vegetables. In the fall, we have many varieties of squash and pumpkins, to just name a few. We are also proud to offer one-of-a-kind gifts like hanging baskets, iron hangers, decorative planters, and concrete statuary. Don't forget to check us out on Facebook for more info and pictures. So come on out to Hooksha's Marketing Greenhouse, located on Highway A between Fox Lake and Randolph, and you'll be glad you did.
Did you know that Ergo Bank of Marquezan and Fox Lake offers Casasa Rewards checking accounts? All Casasa Rewards accounts include refunds on ATM withdrawal fees. When you meet the monthly qualification criteria, there's no monthly maintenance fee and no minimum balance requirement. Best of all, you get rewarded for things you probably do anyway, such as using your debit card and setting up a direct deposit. Discover the benefits of opening a Casasa Rewards checking account at Ergo Bank of Marquezan and Fox Lake.
Welcome to Hoff's Quality Meats and Catering, where every cut starts with tradition and cares for your family. Step inside to a display case filled with fresh, marbled beef and pork, farm-fresh chicken, and vibrant sausages. We are more than a meat market. Check out our catering menu, takeout menus, and even our fish fry. From family dinners to weeknight staples, Hoff's offers friendly service and local artistry you can taste. Visit Hoff's today for quality cuts and weekly specials that make every meal a little more delicious. Or call 920-583-3734 to order from our menu.
We make you feel at home and auto sales. Great selection
And a price that's low.
you'll find.
Friendly smiles and a warm hello every time.
We make you feel at home
and
auto sales.
every time.
We make you feel at home.
and auto sales.
Home and Auto Sales is a proud sponsor of high school sports.
Welcome back here to Central Wisconsin Christian Crusaders Gymnasium. Starting lineup here for the Mighty Oaks of Oakfield. Xavier Milkey, number 3. Number 5, Braden Flugla. Number 14, Carson Fisher. Number 32, Brody Colleen. At forward, 6'8", number 21, Bo Heil. For the Mighty Oaks, head coach by Jason Colleen. And now let's get the starting lineup here for the Mighty Christian Crusaders. Number 2, Lawson Phillips. Number 3, Dylan Bawalda. Number 12, Caleb Tenaple. Number 14, Carson Mulder. Number 23, Brandon Smits, as we get ready to start things off. Hey, we already got Henry's grandparents from the Druskowski shouting out good luck to Henry and the Mighty Oaks. They know what to do. Get that stuff into the YouTube chat. Let us know where you're watching from, who you're cheering for, who's your favorite players. Let them know in this memory that you are helping us create how amazing this contest is going to be. We are very excited about what the opportunity that we're going to have here, as this is going to be an awesome game between the Mighty Oaks and the Central Wisconsin Christian Crusaders. Right now, the Oaks are in charge of the Trailways East Conference. And here we go. Mobile loses the tip-off, and it's going to go right to Lawson Phillips. This is going to be a run and gun, I think, here for a little bit here, Isaac.
Yeah,
Caleb
of course.
Tenaple shuffles the feet before he dribbles the ball, turns over.
Both Oakfield and Crusaders, high-energy teams, are going to come right out of the gate swinging and trying to get the most points on the board possible.
Xavier Milkey gets it over to number 14, Carson Fisher. Back to Milkey. Skip pass all the way over to Glugla. Man-to-man defense all the way over to Milkey. He drives the lane back over to Glugla. Guarded there by Carson Mulder. Inside. Kicks it back out to the outside there. Grabbed by Carson Fisher for the Oaks. To Bo Bile. Guarded there by Smits. Milkey, once again, wide open as Fisher. Doesn't take the three. Decides. Dribble a little bit. Guarded there by Tenaple. Brody Colleen with it. 42% from the three-point line is Colleen. Bobile on the inside. Going to take it into Smith. Turns and lays it up. Misses. Gets the own rebound. Goes to set it up again. Pushes his way in there, and he's going to get 2 for the Mighty Oaks to get things started here in this contest.
Just Crusaders struggling with the height on that play.
Yeah, don't do the replays of the plays because we don't have enough time to shift back to the mains. I was going to get a chance to chat with you, but you were so busy.
Yeah.
Good job there by the Crusaders now trying to get their offense to work. Landon Smits tries to get it inside. Can't. Skip pass all the way over to Dylan Bowalda. Guarded man-to-man. That's going to go off of Tenaple's hands. Turns it back over. Good quick throw over to Lawson Phillips. Smart decision there by the sophomore. Carson Mulder with 3. Misses off the front of the rim. Bo Bile tries to get it. Knocked away by Dylan Bowalda. And then a shuffle of the feet by Lawson Phillips. Again, we talked about this. That is a key that both of these, for both boys and girls basketball, is that you've got to put the ball on the floor before you shuffle the feet. 2-0 here for the Oaks. Second possession. Gets it over to Milky. Tries to get it in there. We've got great camera action down on the floor. Glugla for the Oaks. Turns, fires off the back of the rim. Rebound's going to go to Tenaple. Pushes it over to Landon Smith. Tries to take it at Bo Bile. Tries to get inside. Trapped underneath the hoop. 5 seconds. Blocked there by Bo Bile. Tenaple with it. Over to Mulder. Inside. This time to Tenaple. Taken away, and they're going to call a goaltend. Yep, because he hit the backboard. And I think that was a good. So that one you could do there because it was a whistle. So that's a good chance to opportunity to see it there. 2 points, and that'll go to Caleb Tenaple.
Joel, you might want to get on the other side because the ref will always be in front of you on that side.
Bobile with it in the corner. Has it knocked out of the hands by Smits. No, they're going to say it's a foul.
Cross the arm was this call.
Smits with his first foul. Landon cannot afford it. He is the one big body that can get in there and battle up against Bobile. Inside to Carson Fisher. Doesn't get the shot off. Good challenge there by Tenaple to stop the attack. Colleen over to Fisher. Milky outside the 3-point. Guarded there by Mulder. Gets it into Glugla. He's going to be guarded there by Phillips, and that's going to be a block on Lawson Phillips trying to go around, and that'll be the second team foul on the Crusaders on the floor, so nobody shooting. Still 2-2.
Yeah, like you were saying, Smits, Tenaple, and Buwalda are going to be influential here in this game as they're the only ones competing with the height of Bo Bile.
Plus, you've got, again, Glugla does not look like it, but he has got good size as well. Tenaple battling against Bo Bile. Gets it over to Glugla. He turns, drops it over to Fisher. Fisher lays it up, and he's going to get 2. And the foul. Going to the free throw line will be Carson Fisher. Great shot there by Joel. Short by Fisher. Rebound to Bo Bile. Gets the offense set. Gets it to Milky. Colleen for 3. His first attempt off the front of the rim. And misses his first 3-point attempt. Back to Bowalda. To Phillips. Tries to get inside. Cut off there by Fisher. Landon Smith works it around the outside for the Crusaders. To Tenaple. Thought about popping the 3. Did not. Bowalda. Down to Landon Smith. Trying to work it inside on Xavier Milky. And they're going to call a foul and 2. Boy, I thought he walked. Shooting 1. Xavier Milky with his first.
Watch the shot with Travis.
Carson Mulder at the line. Shoots, misses. Rebound, comes out. Good hustle play there by the Crusaders. Chance, Buwalda for 3. Misses off the front of the rim. Good job there again. Lawson Phillips battles, tries to get it over to Landon Smith. Does. Cut off by Bo Bile underneath. Back out on Tenaple. Man-to-man defense. Shuffle. Did not get there, but Glugla gets the rebound. Because I didn't see who that was on the far side. Was that Tenaple?
Phillips with the 3. Or the attempt for 3.
Carson Mulder with it again for the Crusaders. I had my head down just for a second to try and get the scoring going here, and there's way too much action taking place here. Mulder, we expected that this was going to be a fast-paced game, and we figured it's going to be tight. CWC wanted to defend home court, trying to stay up at above 500. I believe they're 9-9, if I remember correctly. Is that correct?
The sheets are behind you somewhere.
Yeah, I know.
No time to grab them, though. I will.
Xavier Milke gets it over to Brody Colleen. He tries to drive, comes out to Bo Bile. Bo doesn't shoot a lot of three-pointers. Colleen will. Nails that one for 3, and if he gets heating up, they are going to be struggling a little bit here.
And the ball is already down on the floor for Crusaders.
And a hustle play there for Landon Smiths. That's the one thing that they're going to have to do to try and counter that three-point shot.
Yeah, Crusaders like to push the ball down the floor as fast as they can.
Nine 6 inside. Kalula blocked away there by Bualda. Hustles, cuts inside, and he's going to lay one in for Bualda for 2, and the Crusaders are within 1. Here comes that trap. Knocked it away there by Bualda. These officials are going to let them play. This is going to be a physical contest.
Of course. And something with that trap is that you're going to be expecting those arms. And, for Crusaders, they really need to keep that clean because the refs will not allow that to happen for long, especially if they're really close to fouls.
So they've got to, the Oaks have to make better decisions right now with that trap coming in here. Glugla being challenged by by Mulder. Mobile inside for 2.
Man, he gets the ball there, and it's just like nothing's stopping him.
Quickly up, though, are the Crusaders. Trying to get it inside as Smits kicks it out to Tenaple. He'll shoot the 3. Off the front of the rim, missed it. Rebound goes to Braden Glugla. Back and forth. And that's what we expected to see in this contest. Now, again, I don't know how the Oaks became unranked. They were number 9. They go to Lamira, lose to the number 3 ranked team in Division 4, and they lose their ranking.
I don't understand either. I do know that this game is going to be very important going through with this season. Crusaders versus Oakfield.
Well, they're in the same regional, so they're going to, we're waiting for the seed here. And obviously the Crusaders would like to keep this tight, if not be able to even get a knockoff split the season with them, and potentially, because of that split, go as the 2 seed to Oakfield. Good work there again to Lawson Phillips for 2. And the Crusaders, again, within 1 point.
Yeah, nice work getting in on the inside with Phillips.
Patience with the cutting. Colleen thought he might pull the 3, doesn't. Steps back. Over to Xavier. Glugla, he'll shoot the 3 occasionally too, but as of right now, looks to get it into Carson Fisher. Back out to Glugla. Steps to the lane. Cut off by Mulder. Back out to Fisher. Cut off there to Colleen. Little pick and roll action there with Bo Bile. Kick over to Xavier Milke, wide open in the corner. Misses, and a rebound goes to Landon Smits. Xavier can hit the 3s as well, but he's struggling a little bit here from the start. Action there with Travis. Picked up there by Tenaple. Gets it over to Lawson Phillips. Tenaple with it for the Crusaders. Mulder for 3. In and out. Mobile with the rebound. Xavier Milke pushes quickly over to Brody Colleen. Back over to Mobile from the 3-point line. He's not going to shoot that. Kicks it over to Milke. He'll drive the baseline. Back over to Colleen. He'll shoot from the corner. Misses. And Glugla can't get it as he's cut off there by rebound to Carson Mulder.
Nice eye there by Milke, though.
Had the opportunity.
Yeah, looking right across the corner for that pass.
Off of the hands of Bile, taken away there by Tenaple. Pushing it back the other way. Tries to lay it up, and a foul is going to be called. Is that going to be on Glugla? Is that going to be number 2 on him? That's going to be on Xavier Milke. That'll be his second. Second team foul. Both of them going to Milke. And shooting, it'll be Caleb Tenaple.
Watch the shot with Travis. Travis. Thank you, buddy.
Here's the shot. Good in there. Good in there. Nails it for Tenaple. JJ Lanning's going to come in for the Oaks. Another 3-point shooter. Checking out is going to be Bo Bile. Second free throw attempt here for Tenaple. Misses that one. Rebound goes to Schomburg. He lays it up over Draskowski for 2, and the Crusaders take the lead. Inside to Glugla. Looks. Again, the good defense played here by the Crusaders. Glugla, short. Grabbed there by Draskowski. He kicks it out to Lanning. He drives inside. Back out to Fisher. Brody Colleen. Good long length there with Tenaple on him to stop that 3-point shot. That's going to be knocked away, picked up there by Buwalda. Hustles it down, Tenaple, and he's going to be challenged there, misses it. He's going to turn, kick it back out to Lawson Phillips. Shot by Buwalda. Nails the 3.
Taking the lead by 5 points, and we're already a quarter of the way into this matchup.
16-11, and a timeout's going to be called here by Oakfield. Good shot there of the crowd. Who's got that? Joel? Great shot, Joel.
Absolutely erupting here in Crusader Gymnasium.
We're going to step aside and we're going to play some ads. We'll be back.
Katie's Log Cabin is a great place to stop for lunch or dinner. Grab one of the daily specials or check out the full menu. Katie's Log Cabin specials include Tuesday is pizza, Wednesday is wings, Thursday is a rotating special, Friday and Saturday is fish fry. Saturday is also prime rib, and Sunday is a broasted chicken dinner. Not in the mood for a special? Katie's has you covered with full menu options, appetizers, salads, wraps, pizzas, and sandwiches. Katie's Log Cabin Restaurant in Oakfield. Life is better at the cabin.
King Manufacturing. Since 1926, we have been known for our first-class buildings and canopies. In fact, there are thousands of them in use across America and in the Caribbean. We have also produced and developed many other steel products for use in retail, commercial, and industrial applications, such as building fascia, loading racks, wall panel systems, and much more. Our design record attests to our dedication to quality and customer satisfaction. King Manufacturing, from design to completion.
Welcome back here to Crusader Gymnasium. Hey, get us into that YouTube chat. We should have all kinds of stuff taking place here in this contest. They're going to trap Glugla, and they turn him over right out of the timeout. Hustling down with it is Butine. Hoffman also in the game for the Crusaders.
Yeah, subbing this game is going to be very important to make sure nobody gets too tired.
Butine for 2.
The freshman extending the lead to 7.
Timeout doesn't work for Coach Colleen. Glugla back over to JJ Lanning. I think Coach Colleen had said, though, before that when the first half, the Oaks were down by 3 at halftime. Yeah. Brody Colleen with it. Kicks it over to Glugla. He looks to Bo Bile. Back in the game. He's going to try and get inside on Schomburg. Misses, gets the rebound, puts it back up, and puts it back in for 2 for the Mighty Oaks.
Grabbed the ball right out of Schomburg's hands, the tallest Crusader on the floor.
Foul on number 24, Henry Draskowski. That'll be the 3rd on the Oaks.
We'll watch the inbound with Travis.
Phillips gets it over to Buwalda. Back to Zach Hoffman. Out to Butine. Schomburg with it. Being guarded there by Bo Bile. Lawson goes right past Lanning. Lays it up for 2. And the Crusaders back to a 7-point lead.
Nice drive there by Phillips.
Glugla tries to get inside. And again, this time there'll be a foul that's going to be called on Dylan Buwalda.
Ran into him with a bit too much momentum, hit him on the arm, and the ball came out.
Trying to strip him from behind.
Watch the inbound with Joel. Caleb Tenaple coming in for the Crusaders, as well as Carson Mulder.
Brody Colleen gets it over to Braden Glugla. Inside. Drazkowski tries to lay it up, lands up short, steps on an ankle. It looks like he's okay, though. Mulder over to Tenaple, back to Zach Hoffman. Brennan Schomburg with it. Skip pass back, or just a little pass to the top over to Hoffman. Trying to drive inside, cut off there by Lanning was Carson Mulder. Tenaple looks, bounce pass over to Mulder, cuts back into the inside once again. Zach Hoffman with it for the Crusaders. Guarded by Brody Colleen. Tenaple by Drazkowski. Gonna try and turn the corner. Can't get there. Butine will. Lays it up, misses into the hands of Brody Colleen. Over to J.J. Lanning. Down inside to Drazkowski. Swatted away. And shooting two, they're going to say he caught the arm. Will be a foul on Brennan Schomburg. That'll be his first, team fifth.
Watch the shot with Joel, who was right down there in the action that time.
Missing a foul already here for the Crusaders. Shot there by Drazkowski, puts that one in. That's his first points for Henry. Again, thanks for joining us here. Get into that YouTube chat. His grandparents knew what to do. Let us know where you're watching from, who's your favorite players. Drazkowski for both of them. And that's 2 points to cut it to within 5. Schomburg brings it in to Carson Mulder. Pushing it up for the Crusaders. Works inside. Carson lays it up, missed it. Bobile with the rebound. Lanning looking with that head up. They take the trap defense off for the Crusaders.
Yeah, it seems they figured it out for the most part.
Glugla tried to get it over to Lanning. Back over to Carson Fisher. He'll reset up at the top. Takes charge, directing where J.J. Lanning should go. Glugla's going to set the pick. Back over to Lanning. Sets another pick. Tries to get in on side on Connor Butine. Butine trying to stay with Glugla. Can't. To Bobile. They're going to say he travels. Takes that extra step.
Good call there.
I thought it was.
Yeah. Watchful eye was going up and took an extra step as he was doing it.
Landon Smith's back in for Zach Hoffman. But Schomburg will bring the ball back in for the Crusaders. Smith's guarded there by Glugla. Tries to turn the corner, can't. Skips it over to Connor Butine. Schomburg back to Butine. Grabs a hold of it with those hands just outside of his reach. Tries to drive in on Colleen. Good tough man-to-man defense shown on both teams here so far.
Yeah.
Tenaple lowers the shoulder. Shot missed. Rebound goes to Brody Colleen. Battles, keeps it alive, and gets it over to Carson Fisher for the Oaks. Good ball movement here over to Bobile. Tries to go in on Schomburg. Skip pass over here to Lanning. Back into Glugla. Down low to Fisher. Over Schomburg. Missed it. Good job there by Schomburg to challenge the shot. Carson Mulder pushes up the Smiths.
Travis on the ball. We'll
So
watch
he
the
turned
inbound with him.
Will be picked up there. J.J. Lanning will bring it in for the Oaks. Now we see a little bit of pressure defense coming here.
See if he can lead to a trap.
Walda's going to come in for Schomburg. Carson Fisher with it. Picks it up, gets it over to Lanning. Moving it back, gets it over to Brody Colleen. Fisher has yet to attempt a shot. And
yeah.
That's kind of surprises me for Carson because he's got it. Somebody else is going to have to step up here if Brody Colleen is going to be constantly challenged as well as Bobile. And Glugla is not having any success right now either for the Oaks. 20-15 is the score. 4-13. What a first half has it gone by.
It's been on a, not scoring job, but it's been a few minutes since a basket has been made.
Brody Colleen.
Speak of it.
4-3.
And then it happens.
Yep. 2-point lead here for the Crusaders. Under 4 minutes to play in the first half.
Still no stoppage of plays in this first half.
Good work here. Connor Butine kicks it over to Tenaple. Tries to dribble it through the legs. Missed it. Back over here to Butine. Trying to get it inside to Smiths. Challenged there by Glugla. Comes all the way back out to Tenaple for three. Shot. That's going to miss. Rebounded Buwalda. Misses. Kicks it up again. Misses. Rebound to Colleen. After two bunny chances right there by Buwalda. And in a tight contest like this, you can't afford to miss those shots. Mobile again being fronted there by Smiths. They drop him, trying to get the double team. He drives it in, and Mobile for two. And it's back to a tie game, 20 apiece. Here from Crusader Gymnasium. What a contest. Buwalda for three. Nails it. Takes a 3-point lead for the Crusaders. Lanning, back to Fisher. Trying to break that trap. Back over to Lanning. He brings it across half court. Gets into their set. Trying to get it again down to Bo Biles. Skip pass over to Colleen. He'll take the three. Has the answer? No, does not. Buwalda on the rebound. Gets it over here to Connor Butine. Pushing it. Back over to Buwalda. He'll take another three. Short. And picked up there by Carson Fisher. Wide open that time was Dillon. Just kind of rushed it a little bit.
Yeah, seemed like he was really quick on those steps down. Didn't take his time with that one.
Brody Colleen with it for the Oaks. Again, good man-to-man defense played here right now by the Crusaders. They're going to double team Mobile. Gets it over. Colleen looks for the pick. Gets it. Glugla muscles one in for two. And it's 23-22. The Crusaders still with the lead. Trying to work it inside. Carson Mulder missed it. Brody Colleen with the rebound. J.J. Lanning will push it up. Gets it out to the half court. Not challenged this time. Lanning with it. Steps back. He'll shoot a three. Off of the back of the iron, and nobody there to rebound for the Oaks. J.J. Lanning's first attempt. Timeout's going to be called here, a 30-second or four. Coach Gibbons will take it with him. We'll be back.
Rediscover the hometown lumberyard experience in your own backyard. Hi, this is Dave, third generation of the family-owned and operated Lidke Lumber True Value in downtown Lamira. I welcome you to experience what the hometown lumberyard has to offer. Better products, better advice, better service. From one O-ring to all the building materials to build a house, we had the products to get the job done. Hardware, plumbing, electrical, paint, lawn and garden, automotive, bird, and so much more. Come experience what your hometown lumberyard has to offer. Lidke Lumber True Value in downtown Lamira, where the tracks cross Main, or online at lidkelumber.com.
Welcome back here to Crusader Gymnasium, and there is a mistake as Landon Smiths was cutting to the basket off of the pass from Lawson Phillips. 124 and counting here. A 1-point differential on the road. Are the Oaks trailing? Crusaders have had the answer. Let's see if J.J. Lanning will get out there and forget about that first shot he took. Fisher inside to Glugla. Back to Fisher on the cut to the basket on the give and go. And a basket for two, and the Oaks now take the lead.
Yeah, nice work by Fisher in that play. Moving around, moving the ball, pass out, and then pass back in for him going up for the shot.
Little give and go action there with Glugla. Smith's going to try and drive past Glugla, loses the handle on it, and it's going to be black ball. 24-23, the Oaks with a 1-point lead. Back over here to J.J. Lanning. Gets past the trap. Comes back out to Carson Fisher. Counting down on the clock. That's going to go into the hands of Glugla. Mobile hands it to Colleen. Chance there for the three-pointer. No, he'll step inside. Take the two for Colleen.
Crusaders moving the ball down.
In a hurry, gets it across the half court to try and get something going here with 15 seconds. Butine gets it knocked, and that'll be a foul on Butine. And that'll be the 6th foul on the Crusaders. It's only his first.
Watch the inbound with Travis.
12 seconds left here. Let's see what happens. Trying to get that trap defense. J.J. Lanning breaks it. Brings it down into the corner. Bounces it off of Butine as he was trapped into that corner. Smart play. Fantastic job here. Thank you for letting us know. Mr. Hoffman letting us know that it's been played tough. Absolutely. I might end up eating my words. Inside to Glugla, 4-2. And the Oaks stretch it out to a 5-point lead at the half. Good work there by the Oaks at the end. We're going to step aside and we're going to run some ads, and we'll come back and we'll give you what we've got for some statistics here on Jeff's live stream in cooperation with Radio Plus.
Municipal Well and Pump has helped communities and industries keep water running with expert well drilling, pump installation, and dependable maintenance. Our experienced team is committed, quality workmanship, and getting the job done right the very first time. When reliable water matters most, trust the name built on honesty, integrity, and experience. Municipal Well and Pump, delivering water you can depend on.
For nearly 50 years, Pinot Buildings has created the highest quality post-frame buildings. Headquartered in Rosendale, Wisconsin, we proudly serve the Badger State and Illinois. We deliver unparalleled craftsmanship and quality with all the warmth and care you'd expect from a small-town family business. Whether you're planning a large commercial or agricultural project, a barn-dominium, or a smaller personal shop or structure, Pinot Buildings are built for you and designed to last. Connect with us to get started.
Tired of pushy sales tactics? Welcome to Schaefer Auto, where they make buying a vehicle simple, safe, and satisfying. You'll find a sweet selection of pre-owned vehicles for every budget. Each is inspected and backed by a warranty option of your choice. Financing isn't a problem. Get approved online and drive home with confidence. Schaefer Auto has the right ride for you. Visit the lot at 404 Shaler Drive in Waupun and online at schaefer-auto.com. Schaefer Auto, no gimmicks, no pressure, no worries.
If you're looking for someone to take care of your tree needs, call Eli at Torres Tree Service of Waupun. Eli and his team can remove trees big or small, even those hard-to-get trees. They do tree trimming and stump grinding, and the job's not done until they put topsoil and seed where the tree was removed, clean up the debris, and haul it away. Join the many satisfied customers by calling Torres Tree Service in Waupun at 920-334-5887. That's 920-344-5887 for Torres Tree Service of Waupun.
Thank you for your continued support over the past 50 years. At Verhaeg's Furniture, we're honored to be voted by you to be one of the best mattress stores in the Fond du Lac area for 2024.
Our mission is to bring the finest in style, comfort, and quality to the Waupun area.
We've teamed up with amazing brands like Ashley, Lazy Boy, Bestcraft, Marshfield, Best Home Furnishings, Mega Motion to offer you the best selection around.
Free delivery to Waupun and the surrounding area. See store for details.
Make your home a place you truly love with Verhaeg's Furniture Mart.
This exciting gameplay is being brought to you by Waupun Utilities, your local electric, water, and wastewater provider. And just like the teams out there, our team works hard every single day to deliver reliable, affordable service to more than 4,400 customers. As your community-owned utility, every single dollar we earn goes back into making Waupun stronger. Waupun Utilities, powering our community with teamwork, pride, and of course, hometown commitment.
At Warner Harmson Furniture, Flooring, Kitchen, and Bath, we know that your home is more than just four walls. From kitchen and bath remodels to full home renovations and new construction, we have the team for you. Warner Harmson brings expert design and craftsmanship to every project. Dependable, detail-driven, and dedicated to you, we turn your vision into a home. Warner Harmson, we do it all. Visit warnerharmson.com and book your free consultation today.
Looking for a reliable roofing contractor? Witt Services has got you covered. With 5 years of experience, they specialize in everything from roof repairs to full replacements. Their team is dedicated to quality workmanship and customer satisfaction. Plus, they offer free estimates, so you know exactly what to expect. Whether it's a leaky roof or a complete overhaul, Witt Services is the go-to choice for all roofing needs. Don't wait. Reach out today.
Welcome back here to Crusader Gymnasium with a halftime update of this contest. Xavier Milkey with 2 fouls. Braden Glugla with 6 points here in the first half. Carson Fisher with 4. Bo Bio with 8. And 24 Drakowskiewicz with 2. Drakowski. And Colleen with 8 points. Moving over to Crusaders. Lawson Phillips, 1 foul, 4 points. Dylan Buwalda, 1 foul, 8 points. Brendan Schaumburg, 1 foul, 2 points. Caleb Tenaple, 1 foul, 3 points. Carson Mulder, 2 points. Connor Butine, 1 foul, 2 points. And Landon Smits, 1 foul, 2 points. Scoring leader for Crusaders is Dylan Buwalda, leading with 8 right now. And over on Oakfield side is Bo Bile and Colleen with 8 points tied. So far, very good. That's why I'm catching them, because I'm getting cheese thrown at me.
Not very athletic is Kelsey Boss.
Have a bit of a contest right now. Cheese getting thrown at us from the crowds here for Bank of Farmer Night. Excellent way to support our local dairy interests. Just overall, this game has been very fast-paced, vicious on both sides. Oakfield only coming in at the very end there to come back with the lead that Crusader had held for most of the first half.
Well, we expected this. It was going to be a tight contest here because it was 11 points the last time. So we knew that it was going to be very, very tight. And you're coming on the road into a hostile environment where it's packed. It is Thank a Farmer Night. Good representation here from Oakfield as well, but definitely more CWC fans here.
Yeah, definitely packed here, just overall in the house.
We're going to step aside here. We're going to run some more ads, and we'll come back with about a minute left here, and we'll have a conversation about what we think needs to happen here in the second half for both of these teams. You're listening to Jeff Sauer along with Isaac, Travis, Joel, and Kaya here on Jeff's live stream in cooperation with Radio Plus.
Municipal Well and Pump has helped communities and industries keep water running with expert well drilling, pump installation, and dependable maintenance. Our experienced team is committed, quality workmanship, and getting the job done right the very first time. When reliable water matters most, trust the name built on honesty, integrity, and experience. Municipal Well and Pump, delivering water you can depend on.
For nearly 50 years, Pinot Buildings has created the highest quality post-frame buildings. Headquartered in Rosendale, Wisconsin, we proudly serve the Badger State and Illinois. We deliver unparalleled craftsmanship and quality with all the warmth and care you'd expect from a small-town family business. Whether you're planning a large commercial or agricultural project, a barn-dominium, or a smaller personal shop or structure, Pinot Buildings are built for you and designed to last. Connect with us to get started.
Tired of pushy sales tactics? Welcome to Schaefer Auto, where they make buying a vehicle simple, safe, and satisfying. You'll find a sweet selection of pre-owned vehicles for every budget. Each is inspected and backed by a warranty option of your choice. Financing isn't a problem. Get approved online and drive home with confidence. Schaefer Auto has the right ride for you. Visit the lot at 404 Shaler Drive in Waupun and online at schaefer-auto.com. Schaefer Auto, no gimmicks, no pressure, no worries.
Thank you for your continued support over the past 50 years. At Verhaeg's Furniture Mart, we're honored to have been voted by you to be the best of the best mattress store in the Fond du Lac area for 2024.
Our mission is to bring the best in bedding comfort, technology, and support to the Waupun area.
We've partnered with top brands like Tempur-Pedic, Puffy, Scott Living, Sealy, and Nectar to offer you the ultimate sleep experience.
Free delivery to Waupun and the surrounding area. See store for details.
Come shop at Verhaeg's.
Welcome back here to Crusader Gymnasium as we get ready for a wild second half is what I'm expecting to see here, Isaac. If you are the Jason Colleen, the head coach here for the Mighty Oaks, what are you telling your boys?
And absolutely fantastic. I think something Oakfield does really well is spacing out that lead and coming in where it counts. And so that's something they're definitely going to be focusing on, as they're going to want to maintain that lead over Crusaders, of course, and they do a really good job of slowing down when they need to slow down, stopping shot opportunities for Crusaders, but still making it count when they need to and put up shots themselves.
I would think that Coach Colleen is going to tell Brody Colleen he's not to get going. He's got to tell Carson Fisher and J.J. Lanning they got to start taking some shots as well from 3-point to try and open things up for Bo Bile, who had a really good first half.
Of course.
Once again, if you are Coach Gibbons, what are you talking about to the boys for the CWC?
I mean, they need to bring back intensity that they opened up the game with, and I'm sure that's exactly what he told them. They're going to be running that full court pressure again, and they're going to be hoping for it to work. It seems Oakfield has figured it out a little bit, but I've seen that trap system still works no matter what. And so they'll be enforcing that and trying to get as many steals as possible. They got kids with long arms on the Crusader scenes, and they're going to want every steal possible.
I think Coach Gibbons has got to be a little bit happy. Up until that end, he gave up. They gave up 7 points at their 6 points at the end of the half and didn't score. And he's got to be a little disappointed with that. He's going to have to make sure that he's matching basket for basket and get defensive stops.
Well, besides that, they maintained a great lead the entire first half.
And here we go. The Oaks with the ball. Colleen gets it into Bo Bile. Once again, doubling. Good back cut that time by Carson Fisher. Just as we said, Carson Fisher has to get going. He gets for 2, and it's now 23-30. Smits thought about taking the 3-pointer. Kicks it out to Buwalda. That's not Landon's true shot. I know that he can hit every once in a while, but that one he cannot be forcing. There's a 3 off the back of the rim. A good rebound in there by Tenaple. Trying to go against Bo Bile. That ain't going to work very well. Buwalda, nice elevation there over the top of Brody Colleen for 2, and they're matching so far, 25-30, Crusaders trailing. Milky brings it across. Good work into the corner to Colleen. Gets Knaple to elevate. Shot missed off of the rim. Good battle there, and it's going to be tied up. Smits over the top of Carson Fisher, and the ball will go to the Crusaders.
And there's how it works there with their trap system. You got to be able to pass the ball taller than Dylan Buwalda and Caleb Tenaple are. And if they don't do that, it leads to steals.
Buwalda gets it over to Caleb Tenaple. Great work here. Hey, once again, let us know where you're watching from, who you're cheering for, who's your favorite players. You got to get in there. You're helping create memories for kids. You got to let us know, because they're going to go back and then watch this. Dylan Buwalda for 2. And it's now a 3-point differential. Good start to the half here so far for the Crusaders. Colleen over to Milky, inside to Bo Bile. He'll take that as an easy layup. Missed it, gets the rebound and puts it back up for 2. And the Oaks with the answer. Tenaple. Driving the baseline is Carson Mulder. Kicks it over to Buwalda. Down to Tenaple. Knocked away there by Carson Fisher. Bo Bile gets it over to Xavier Milky. Pushing it up to Brody Colleen. Quickly trying to get into their offensive set. Colleen's going to come over to the top of the key and get things rolling for the Oaks. Good defense here by Phillips. Face guarding Xavier Milky. Bo Bile trying to get it down low. Battling against Smiths. Loses it. Picked up there by Tenaple. Turns on the Jets. Gets past. Coming in is Bo Bile. Bumped. Lugla passes it down to Fisher. He's going to lay it up and put it in for 2. And Carson Fisher, just as I said, Isaac, he's now up to 4 points already in this half. Tenaple, good run out that time by the Oaks.
Yeah.
Lawson Phillips with the ball, guarded by Milky, tries to get inside, and it's going to be a foul on the ground by Milky. That'll be his 3rd.
Joel,
apologies for not resetting.
Go ahead and unplug and replug in your camera, Joel.
Yeah, it's not transmitting, so I don't know if the cord got bumped or what happened.
See if any batteries are dead.
Nope, they're not.
They're not? Okay.
Nope. Just plug into the camera. Lawson Phillips to the inside for a 2. 34-29, the Oaks with the lead. Colleen with it. Trying to work the ball. Back out to Fisher. In and out for three. He has decided that he is going to try and be aggressive. Dylan Buwalda. Inside, laid in there for Carson Mulder. For two. 34-31. Lanning with it across half court. Gets it over to Carson Fisher. Skip pass all the way over to Colleen. Wide open for three. Nails it. His first bucket of the half. 37-31.
Here's Lawson Phillips. Pass up to Mulder. Mulder makes the drive in. He tries to go all the way. He goes up. Gets the two-pointer. Crusaders trailing 33-37. Playing with their full court pressure. Trying to get the trap. Doesn't work. Bobile on the inside. Passes out to Gluga. Gluga goes up and gets two. Extending the lead to 6 points. And a steal right away. Giving the ball back to Oakfield. With Glugla. Pass on the inside with Bobile. Deciding whether or not he'll dribble in. With Fisher. Out with Lanning.
I lost it again, Joel. I don't know if it's the bouncing or what, but.
Colleen passes inside to Bobile. And there's Fisher from the corner. Excuse me, Lanning. For three, just misses. And Buwalda pass into Mulder. Mulder wide open lane. He goes up, just misses. And the ball coming back for the Mighty Oaks. Fisher holds, passes inside to Lanning. Lanning goes all the way. He passes over to Glugla, who goes up for two. Extending the lead again. To 8 points, Dylan Buwalda passes over to Mulder. Mulder trying to do his work inside the lane. There he is, high corner. With Smith's open three, he takes it. Just misses. And there up goes Bobile. And there will be a call for a travel as he went down with the ball. And it was not deemable of a foul.
Timeout's going to be called here by the Crusaders. It's a full. They're going to take the full minute. We'll step aside and take it with them.
Looking for a reliable roofing contractor? Witt Services has got you covered. With 5 years of experience, they specialize in everything from roof repairs to full replacements. Their team is dedicated to quality workmanship and customer satisfaction. Plus, they offer free estimates, so you know exactly what to expect. Whether it's a leaky roof or a complete overhaul, Witt Services is the go-to choice for all roofing needs. Don't wait. Reach out today.
The Oakfield Booster Club, a non-profit organization that supports athletics and other projects that affect the youth of the Oakfield community, is a proud sponsor of the Mighty Oaks game. The Oakfield Booster Club helps pay the participation fees for numerous teams in summer leagues, provides funds to upgrade equipment, donates to local organizations and charities, and provides several scholarships to senior athletes annually. The Oakfield Booster Club wishes the Mighty Oaks good luck. Let's go, Oaks.
Welcome back here to Crusader Gymnasium. Coming out of this full timeout. Score is 41, Oakfield leading to 33 at the Crusader Gymnasium. Inbound here coming for the Crusaders after a travel call by Bobile. Lawson Phillips will be leading the inbound for us. Passes over to Smits. Makes its way full round to Dylan Buwalda. Passes up to Butine. And with Smits up top again. Crusaders looking for their play. They want to get on the inside, it looks like. Unless if they really have a three, they are comfortable with taking. There's Butine. He dribbles on the inside. Tries to go all the way. nobody there for him to kick out to. Finds its way to Landon Smits. And with Buwalda, here's Phillips. Pass over to Butine, who dribbles in again. Kicks out to Phillips. Still not enough space to work for a shot. Hoffman over to Buwalda. In with Butine, right under the basket. He sees if he's going to go up. Standing there is Mobile. There's going to be a foul called on Black. 24, excuse me. Druskowski. Just on the floor is Phillips with the inbound. With Buwalda. Buwalda takes it around the arc. Passes way out to Phillips. Back with Smits. And top of the key is Hoffman. Out to Butine in the corner. Just little drive after little drive. Trying to create enough of a hole in Oakfield's defense. Here, Buwalda found it. He go up for two. Just misses off the rim. And coming back is Oakfield's ball. J.J. Lanning dribbling down the floor. Passes to Glugla, who goes up for two. 43-33. Oaks with a 10-point lead. Phillips dribbling in. There will be a call for a foul shooting. Foul will be on Black, number 11, J.J. Lanning. Phillips will go to the charity stripe at the chance for two. Already at 10:30 in the second half. Misses the first. Still the chance at the second. Schomburg comes in for Smits. And Jeff, I will let you take it away again.
Okay. Lawson Phillips. Thanks, Joel. 43-33. Again, it bounced. There you go. It came back, though, Joel. So, okay, we're good.
Phillips with a bloody nose. You got to get that cleaned up real quick.
I would have thought they'd have an assistant coach on the bench who helps handle that rather than sending the athletic director. Blood on the ball.
Have to clean everything off before they can resume.
Yep, we're going to step aside and take a timeout with them.
Oakfield Elevator is a proud sponsor of high school sports. You see, Oakfield Elevator custom manufactures animal feed. They also receive dry store and market grain. Oakfield Elevator offers poultry and wild bird seeds, bagged shell corn, and wildlife, and a lot more. Oakfield Elevator has de-icing and softener salts too. Oakfield Elevator at 280 North Main Street, a proud sponsor of high school sports.
Integrity Saw and Tool is a proud sponsor of Fond du Lac area sports. They wish the best of luck to all local teams this fall and winter. Integrity prides itself on being the fastest producer of high-quality cutting tools and providing the most reliable sharpening service in the industry. If you're looking for a challenging career with excellent benefits and a family atmosphere, contact the team at integritysaw.com. That's integritysaw.com.
Oak Central, your hub for great eats in Oakfield, is an honored supporter of Oakfield athletics and tonight's game, serving American classics and fish fry dinners like ale-battered shrimp, bluegill, and poor man's lobster. Oak Central, just like home, but with more friends, more food, and more fun. Follow Oak Central on Facebook for their menu and events. Oak Central, an honored supporter of Oakfield athletics and tonight's game.
Happy fall, y'all. Hi, this is Jackie with All Phase Heating, Cooling, and Geothermal, serving Dodge, Fond du Lac, Marquette, and Green Lake counties. Fall is a time for a whole home duct and dryer vent clean. Here's what I mean. Things off kilter? Might need a new furnace cleaning and a filter. Dust and dander? We'll take a gander. We are your home for the Coleman Equipment brand. Call 920-763-2301 or log on to allphasecomforts.com, providing your comfort zone for all seasons.
Hey, it's Bucky. Give us a call, and we'll clean your ducky.
Lawson Phillips misses that second free throw. 43-33 here. Lugla with the ball. Drives into the lane, kicks it over to Colleen. Colleen for three. Misses. Rebound off of hands of Druskowski. No, they're going to say Connor Butine held and fall on the floor. It certainly looked like it as well, Isaac, didn't it?
Yeah, it did.
It looked like he had grabbed a hold of him and held him there.
Yeah, got caught up in his arm as he was running after the ball.
That's going to be kicked out of bounds or knocked out of bounds there by Zach Hoffman. Good work here. What a game we've got going on here. 10-14 and counting. Xavier Milkey. Tried to get it inside to Bo Bile. Oh, little over-the-shoulder pass. Misconnects with Glugla. Picked up there by Connor Butine for the Crusaders. Buwalda over to Hoffman. Gets it over to Mulder. Good ball movement here by the Crusaders. Buwalda looking. Finds Hoffman. Tried to get it back inside. Could not. Butine. Little shimmy shake. Couldn't get it there. Hoffman into the paint. Missed it. Holder step back for three. Missed it. Rebound. Hustle play there by Dylan Buwalda. I'll tell you what, Isaac, I've been impressed with how Dylan has played this entire game.
Yeah, of course, he sees the ball falling down inside the block, and he definitely runs in there as much as he can and tries to get any rebounds possible.
Buwalda with a shot. Missed it. Xavier Milkey with a rebound. He did a much better job there that time by the defense of the Oaks. Milkey from three. Inside out, or missed. Rimmed out of the basket. Butine puts it over to Zach Hoffman. Buwalda over to Schomburg. Hands it over to Carson Mulder. Kicks it out to Zach Hoffman. Zach is not much of a three-point shooter either. He's not much of a threat out there, and he hasn't had anything in the inside. He's been more of a help control the ball movement.
And, of course, with Oakfield's high defense, it's hard to get on the inside there with any sort of ball. So
yeah, their man-to-man defense has been pretty solid today.
Staying outside the arc is the best way to go.
That'll be a foul that's going to be called on Brody Colleen.
We'll watch the inbound with Joel.
Fourth team foul on the Oaks. Still be on the floor. Carson Mulder will bring it in. Over to Hoffman, over to Buwalda. Butine trying to get inside again, challenged everything. Just as you had mentioned before, they've got length.
Yeah.
It's really hard to get it inside on this Oaks defense. CWC.
Especially, yeah, with the man-to-man. And the basket they're looking for running their offense right now is right underneath the hoop. And that's what they're trying to open up for, which is wastes some time there on the court.
Fifth team foul going to the line is going to be Zach Hoffman after taking that shot.
Watch it with Joel.
And nails the first. First points there for Zach. At least that's what I have. I know I missed a couple of baskets here, but we'd rather get you that camera shot, so thanks for bearing with us here. Hoffman in and out. Lane violation is going to be on what? Number 21 on Bo Bile. So being able to shoot another one is going to be Zach Hoffman. Hoffman. 9-point differential. Try and get caught up here on the score as well. My apologies. Eight points after that basket by Hoffman. I guess he missed it. My apologies. Boy, I got to get stuff. Don't be afraid to correct me, Isaac. I'm always corrected at home. My wife is really good at it.
Yeah?
Yep. She's awesome at making sure that I have all of my mistakes pointed out to me. Good defense there by Milkey, and then Butine. Again, a frustration foul. You just can't. That's a mistake there by the youngster.
Yeah, gets caught up with the ball. Maybe thought he still had enough hand on it to steal it away again. But not quite. Watch the inbound with Joel.
It's only the second team foul, though, by the
Full
Crusaders.
timeout for the Oaks. We will take it with them and be right back.
Design Record attests to our dedication to quality and customer satisfaction. King Manufacturing, from design to completion.
Rediscover the hometown lumberyard experience in your own backyard. Hi, this is Dave, third generation of the family-owned and operated Lidke Lumber True Value in downtown Elmira. I welcome you to experience what the hometown lumberyard has to offer. Better products, better advice, better service. From one O-ring to all the building materials to build a house, we had the products to get the job done. Hardware, plumbing, electrical, paint, lawn and garden, automotive, bird, and so much more. Come experience what your hometown lumberyard has to offer. Lidke Lumber True Value in downtown Elmira, where the tracks cross Main, or online at lidkelumber.com.
Did you know that Ergo Bank of Marquezan and Fox Lake offers Casasa Rewards checking accounts? All Casasa Rewards accounts include refunds on ATM withdrawal fees. When you meet the monthly qualification criteria, there's no monthly maintenance fee and no minimum balance requirement. Best of all, you get rewarded for things you probably do anyway, such as using your debit card and setting up a direct deposit. Discover the benefits of opening a Casasa Rewards checking account at Ergo Bank of Marquezan and Fox Lake.
Welcome back here to Crusader Gymnasium. Catching an inbound play with Joel Greenfield. 32, passing the ball in. Colin.
Brody Colleen brings it in to Carson Fisher. Again, here comes that trap defense. They were able to break it. Hustle in. Gives it to Bo Bile. Guy that you want to probably run that once they get it trapped into the corner. Colleen for three. Steps up, grabs his own rebound after challenge there by Hoffman. Misses again. Good job there on the defensive side by Zach Hoffman. Smits via travel. Nope, they're going to call Glugla with a push. Sixth team foul for the Oaks.
Yeah, Crusaders keeping pretty clean this half.
That's only his first foul.
Yeah.
As aggressive normally as Braden plays, that's absolutely amazing. Good work inside on Landon Smith's collapsing defense on the inside. Shot there by Carson Mulder. He nails the three.
Definitely the type of look we want. Carson is hot for threes. And when he can get there most games, he can drain a few.
Cuts it to 6. Good shot there by Travis down on the action. Good hustle play there by Zach. He's going to get called. Nope. He's going to say it's pinned. It'll stay with the Oaks. Possession will go to the Oaks, but the Crusaders will now have the possession arrow.
Watch the inbound with Travis.
Fisher. Tried to get it inside to Xavier Milkey. Tried to force it in there when you had Bo Bile standing all alone way at the top of the key. The 6'8", put it up there and let it get it to him. Inside again. Landon Smits for 2. And here come the Crusaders.
Nice look there by the Crusaders, getting Smits to work on the inside through the open lane. Definitely a careful eye looking for that, as that's a shot they know they can make.
And they're going to get a foul on Bawalda. (43-39). Good defense here by the Crusaders as of late. 4-point lead for the Oaks. Milky tries to turn the corner, gets it over to Colleen. Drops it inside to Glugla. Help defense coming. Kicks it back out to Colleen. Over to Bobile. Milky. Over to Carson Fisher. Gets it inside to Bobile. Tried to work it in there. Glugla. Kicks it over to Brody Colleen. Good defense here by the Crusaders. Milky thought about popping the 3. Drives it inside. Lays it up. Misses. And he's going to draw the foul on Landon Smits. And he'll be shooting 2 as he goes to the line.
Watch it with Travis.
Milky shooting 2. Trying to stretch out the lead. Missed the first. It's like Oakfield wants the Crusaders to stay in here and keep this thing tight.
We'll see. Crusaders really up their defense, though.
And misses the second, and it's into the hands of Knaple. Pushing it. I talked to Coach Gibbons before. Oakfield is not a good free throw shooting team. Why not put them to the line, especially on a tight game?
And I'm sure that's something that will come into play here as they only have 4 fouls, 5 minutes remaining.
Inside, Buwalda and a foul on Brody Colleen.
Yeah, and a team like Crusader boys that are shooting on average 70% from the line, getting into the single bonus and possibly double bonus later in this game. That'll be something they really want to.
Scoring with the clock stopped. That is exactly what they want to do.
3 points. We'll watch it with Joel.
Misses the first. Still 43-39. Walden makes that one. And it's now a 3-point game. And again, it's the Crusaders' defense has been awesome.
Yeah, coming in there and coming with good looks on the offense, too.
Colleen misses, and that's going to go over the backboard. Misses the 3. And he seems to be a little bit disheveled right now.
Yeah. Which is, of course, what the Crusaders can hope for is they're putting him on ice.
Trying to get to it's good. Possibly could tie the game right here.
Yep. And with 5 minutes left, that's a lot of basketball time.
Buwalda gets it over to Tenaple. Tries to drive in on Bo Bile. Steps it up, Landon Smits. Timeout's going to be called here by Coach Gibbons. He'll take the 30-seconder as it was close to going out of bounds. We'll step aside and take it with him.
Municipal Well and Pump has helped communities and industries keep water running with expert well drilling, pump installation, and dependable maintenance. Our experienced team is committed, quality workmanship, and getting the job done right the very first time. When reliable water matters most, trust the name built on honesty, integrity, and experience. Municipal Well and Pump, delivering water you can depend on.
Welcome back here. Let's take a look at what's going on in that YouTube chat. Now we got some people jumping in here. Thanks a lot. Celebron, King of Wisconsin. Let's go Crusaders watching from South Dakota. Boulder is on fire. Thanks for Derek Schoeneman. And let's go Crusader boys. Such a fun game to watch. It's intense. It is. From Bridget Lammers. 43-40. What a game we've got going here on a Friday night. Trailways East. Undefeated are the Oaks. Missed there. Lugla pulls it down after Landon Smits had the opportunity to pull it within 1. Xavier Milkey down to 4 minutes and 20 seconds, working it around. Brody Colleen down into Glugla. I'm expecting to see Glugla and Bile control this ball, is what I'm expecting to see. He turns in, drives it in, and puts it in for 2 for the Oaks. I only have it as his 4th point, but that doesn't necessarily mean that's right because I know I missed about a good 4-minute stretch there.
Yeah, I think definitely some resurgence will be happening here from both sides. Kind of second wind as they're approaching 4 minutes counting. And they're going to begin the game again with the intensity that they started with.
Turnover there by Buwalda. First mistake. He's made a few minor ones, but that one is huge down here at 3:45. Colleen gets it back out to Bile, and that's going to be a turnover by Bo Bile. And it'll be the Crusaders' ball. Both now top players for their teams, have made some mistakes.
Nice job to trade them back and forth so that they hopefully don't count for anything.
Inbound here, shot by Joel. Lawson Phillips. Back over to Carson Mulder. Tries to make the pick was Landon Smits. Tries to pick Xavier Milkey. Trying to get the switch. Doesn't work. Bo Bile's able to drop back in there. Buwalda for 3. Misses it. Bo Bile with a rebound for the Oaks. I like that shot. Dylan was wide open.
That was a good shot. I think all his teammates knew, too, as they backed away. Weren't expecting to try to have to get a rebound for that one.
Xavier Milkey with the ball for the Oaks. Xavier been struggling a little bit. Inside to Bo Bile again. This is what I expect to see. Back out to Milkey. He'll tie for 3. Missed it. Doesn't follow the shot. Rebound goes to Caleb Tenaple. Pushing it up is Lawson Phillips.
Yeah, Crusaders got to start working fast here if they're going to hope to put some points on the board.
5-point differential. Yeah. Landon Smith puts down Bo Bile. No success there. And Xavier Milkey will pick it up. I'm wondering, where's the press defense?
Yeah.
I'm wondering why they went away from it.
I don't think they would be afraid of fouls here.
Timeout's going to be taken here by the Mighty Oaks and Coach Colleen. This is your chance to get some stuff into the YouTube chat. We'll pick it up when we get back here on Jeff's live stream in cooperation with Radio Play.
For nearly 50 years, Pinot Buildings has created the highest quality post-frame buildings. Headquartered in Rosendale, Wisconsin, we proudly serve the Badger State and Illinois. We deliver unparalleled craftsmanship and quality with all the warmth and care you'd expect from a small-town family business. Whether you're planning a large commercial or agricultural project, a barn-dominium, or a smaller personal shop or structure, Pinot Buildings are built for you and designed to last. Connect with us to get started.
Tired of pushy sales tactics? Welcome to Schaefer Auto, where they make buying a vehicle simple, safe, and satisfying. You'll find a sweet selection of pre-owned vehicles for every budget. Each is inspected and backed by a warranty option of your choice. Financing isn't a problem. Get approved online and drive home with confidence. Schaefer Auto has the right ride for you. Visit the lot at 404 Shaler Drive in Waupun and online at schaefer-auto.com. Schaefer Auto.
Welcome back here to Crusader Gymnasium, home of the Mighty Crusaders on the campus of Central Wisconsin Christian, coming down to 2 minutes and 15 seconds.
Oakfield completely content to play way outside the arc and waste as much time as they can. Not really in a rush to score.
Foul's going to be called there. Glugel with a nice feed into Xavier Milkey. They just couldn't finish it. Foul going to go on number 23. That'll be on Landon Smits. Third foul, fifth on the team.
Only first for Smits of this half, though.
Yeah, down to 2 minutes and counting. Hey, one of the things that we also do here on Jeff's live stream, stay with us as we will get interviews at the end of the game. Doesn't matter who it is. And making the three or the two-pointer is Braden Glugla. And he'll be shooting. Shot here by Travis. And Glugla makes it.
Stretching it out to a three-possession game.
Coming up on 1:45. So once again, just stay with us here. We'll get to interviews at the end of the game. We cover both of these teams. So if the Crusaders can come back, we'll catch them. And if not, lowering the shoulder is Caleb Tenaple. Boy, they are letting them play. 42-48. Pauline gets it over to Carson Fisher. 1:15. Rody Colleen with it. Trying to eat some time. They get it over to Milkey. He's not going to take that three, not now. They're going to continue to move this ball around. Gets it over to Glugla. And a foul will be on Landon Smith. That'll be his fourth. And it's a hold.
Yeah.
And that sends him to the line to shoot one, right?
Yep.
1-1.
Reach bonus here.
Let me just test our microphone here. Ooh, she's hot because I had this baby cranked up. We're in number 4. So making sure that we got this interview microphone working, and making the first one is Braden Glugla.
A minute left on the clock.
Misses that one. But they get the rebound. And they have to come back for another foul. 55 seconds remains. 7-point differential. Travis with...
Watch the shot with Travis.
Glugla misses. Rebound to Bo Bile over the top of Landon Smits. And Smits is going to grab him and take him down. And Bo Bile will go to the line. Well, who do you think we talked to here for Oakfield? Got to have a conversation with Bo Bile, definitely, right?
Yeah.
Maybe with
I'd have to see the numbers for
Braden Glugla, maybe. Let's go Oaks. Thank you for putting that in the chat. And Bobayo misses it. Klugla with a good hustle play, but he's standing on the line. As Travis takes him out.
Yeah, going straight into our cameraman.
Oh, I thought Travis took out Braden.
Oh, yeah, nothing can move Travis.
Carson Mulder pushing it up here, still 7 points. There's how anything is possible here yet for the Crusaders. Who do we talk to for the Crusaders? I think we got to have a conversation with Dylan Buwalda.
Dylan Buwalda.
Stolen away there by Carson Fisher, pushing it up. Brody Colleen, he's going to take it right to the hoop for 2. And that's going to get the 51. I'm going to let you finish calling here as I'm going to start to head to the floor.
Crusaders just moving the ball as quick as possible, and there's a shot from Carson Mulder. He makes it, and the timeout, we will take it with them.
No gimmicks, no pressure, no worries.
Thank you for your continued support over the past 50 years. At Verhaeg's Furniture Mart, we're honored to have been voted by you to be the best of the best mattress store in the Fond du Lac area for 2024.
Our mission is to bring the best in bedding comfort, technology, and support to the Waupun area.
We've partnered with top brands like Tempur-Pedic, Puffy, Scott Living, Sealy, and Nectar to offer you the ultimate sleep experience.
Free delivery to Waupun and the surrounding area. See store for details.
Come shop at Verhaeg's.
Looking for a reliable roofing contractor? Witt Services has got you covered. With 5 years of experience, they specialize in everything from roof repairs to full replacements. Their team is dedicated to quality workmanship and customer satisfaction. Plus, they offer free estimates, so you know exactly what to expect. Whether it's a leaky roof or a complete overhaul, Witt Services is the go-to choice for all roofing needs. Don't wait. Reach out today.
Welcome back here to Jeff's live streams in cooperation with Radio Plus. Closing out this varsity game, 26.7 seconds left. Carson Mulder coming straight through that timeout with a 2 basket. Seeing what we can do here. Seeing if the Crusaders can clinch out a win here at their home base. And there was Zach Hoffman with the tip on the hand. Carson Mulder gets possession of the ball. He's going to bring it back onto the other side. And there is Butine with a shot for 3. Just misses, 15 and counting. And there will be a foul called on White. Number 11, that is Zachary Hoffman with a foul here. 13.8, the clock will stop and allow Colleen to shoot for 1 and 1. As he is in the double bonus. Or excuse me. Double bonus. Makes his first. Zachary Hoffman subbing out, Dylan Buwalda coming in. And Bo Bile coming in for the Oaks. Colleen makes his second, 53-44. Oaks leading. Crusaders with the ball, trying to work it as fast as they can, hoping to stay in this competition. Carson Mulder with a deep 3, goes in and out. And the ball being kept alive by the Crusaders. Dylan Buwalda trying to clinch out for 2, just missing. And there we have it. Oaks winning 53-44 at Crusader Gymnasium. Stick around. We will be right back for some interviews with some Crusaders, or excuse me, with some of the Oaks. We will be right back.
Happy fall, y'all. Hi, this is Jackie with All Phase Heating, Cooling, and Geothermal, serving Dodge, Fond du Lac, Marquette, and Green Lake counties. Fall is a time for a whole home duct and dryer vent clean. Here's what I mean. Things off kilter? Might need a new furnace cleaning and a filter. Dust and dander? We'll take a gander. We are your home for the Coleman Equipment brand. Call 920-763-2301 or log on to allphasecomforts.com, providing your comfort zone for all seasons.
Hey, it's Bucky. Give us a call, and we'll clean your ducky.
Life's better with an auto policy from American Family Insurance, no matter what dreams you're driving towards. That's because you'll feel totally protected with the right auto coverage. Plus, you'll save up to 23% when you bundle auto and home with our expert agents. American Family Insurance.
Products not available in every state. Visit amfam.com to learn how discounts may apply to you. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Contact me, Agent Christine File, at 11 South Watertown Street in Waupun, or call 920-324-3488 today.
Welcome back here to Crusader Gymnasium. Joining me now are the winners here for tonight's contest here. What a battle, gentlemen. First of all, let's start out here with you both. Talk about it. First time you guys played them, I believe you had 29 points. Tonight they held you to, I believe it's 14 towards the end there. But just tell me about what that competition was tonight.
I mean, that's a good team. That's a solid team. I mean, we didn't play the best, so that never helps, and it's a good game.
Well, I thought you guys played actually pretty well. I thought their pressure defense was much stronger, and it's always tough to come on the road and play into a packed gym. I talked about that with Coach Colleen. I thought you guys responded pretty well. What were your thoughts?
I mean, yeah, it's tough to play here, especially with the crowd they have, and it's just nice to finally get another win in this gym. So
undefeated in the conference. How's that sound?
Amazing. Just amazing. Yep.
Congratulations. Great job on the victory here, sir. Braden, congratulations on the victory tonight. 16 points is what I had you for. I think you may have gotten a couple of free throws at the end. Talk to me about how you thought the contest went tonight.
It was fun. It's always fun to come over here, play a basketball game. It's always physical. That's why we play it, though.
It seemed like they had you under control there in that first half. What happened was the difference between the first half and the second half on your offensive side?
I'd say the team comes alive more in the second half, and we all just kind of figure them out, and we go out there and we just show them what's up.
Tell me about your man-to-man defense. I think is really tough.
Oh, yeah. No, you just got to get your butt down, slide with them, and stay with them, or your coach is going to chew you out.
Undefeated in the Trailways. How's that sound?
It's amazing. Well, let's keep it that way.
Congratulations again on the victory. Good to talk to you. Brody, what a night tonight here. At least on the defensive side, I thought that's where you really shined. You had a good start in that first half offensively, but defensively, talk to me about your defensive mindset tonight.
I mean, when shots aren't dropping, you got to do other aspects of the game. So I had to pick it up on defense, getting boards, moving the ball around.
And I thought you did a fantastic job of that. Just talk about in general, the defense that you saw here from the Oaks tonight here. Your man-to-man was suffocating.
I mean, after the last game, we had to work on a few things, and it looked like for sure in the second half, we did what we needed to do to stop them.
How fun was it with the size of the crowd you had here?
It's always a good crowd here. You know, little nerves at the start when it's this loud, but it's fun.
Congratulations. Undefeated in the conference. How's that sound to you?
Amazing.
Absolutely. Congratulations. Thanks for joining me here. Coach, what a great victory tonight.
Yeah, it was kind of how I thought it was going to shake out as far as the intensity, the physicalness, and it's just you're going to be in for a fight over here, that's for sure.
You shared that on our pregame interview that it was going to be one of those types of battles, and it definitely came down to it. But you guys closed it out again, and I know you love good defense. How do you think your defense played?
I thought it played pretty good. Overall the point total was good. I mean, we had some lapses, and CWC runs a good offense, and they move a lot, so it's really hard to stay in front of them. But we got out of position a few times. But overall, we recovered, and in the second half we started getting rebounds. First half they got a lot of offensive rebounds, and we improved on that. So I would say that the overall defense was good.
B+?
I'll give it a B.
Coach Colleen, thank you again. Undefeated here in the Trailways East. That's got to sound awesome.
Yeah, that's our goal. I mean, our goal is to win a conference championship, so we're one step closer. We got 3 more conference games to go.
Head coach here for the Mighty Oaks, Jason Colleen, here on the post-game show. We're going to step aside, and we'll be back after these messages.
Only guide service with Captain Jeremy Brenner.
Captain Jeremy Brenner here. We are the premier Lake Michigan salmon charter out of Sheboygan, Wisconsin. Each trip is 6 hours and includes fish cleaning. The cost is $400 per trip Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays, and only $340 on weekdays for up to 6 people. I personally guarantee you will catch fish. The season runs June through Labor Day. Contact me at anglingonlyfishing@gmail.com to book today and check out my Facebook page, Captain Jeremy Brenner, Sheboygan Salmon.
For over 120 years, Bristol Morgan Bank has served central Wisconsin communities. We're still here, not just as your financial partner, but as a community partner, Communities change over time. They grow, your business grows, your family priorities change. This is why, over the years, we've adapted to the needs of our customers, offering digital tools for convenience, scheduling in-person appointments where and when it works for you, designing products to impact your financial future, because that's what community banks do.
Coal Oil and Propane is committed to establishing and upholding lasting relationships with our respected customers. We pledge to provide exceptional and reliable service, exceeding your expectations, and are dedicated to continuous improvement, embracing and driving change to better serve you. Whether you need service for residential, commercial, or agricultural, Coal Oil and Propane has you covered. Our goals are simple: great products, competitive pricing, and reliable service. Contact Coal Oil and Propane for all your fuel and lubricant needs. Trust Coal Oil and Propane.
The CWC Athletic Booster Club is proud to support this broadcast. The CWC Athletic Booster Club is a not-for-profit organization made up of CWC athlete family members and friends of the school. The club's goals are to support improvements of the CWC athletic facilities and programs, such as the recent investment into the school's new weight room, while also investing in the spiritual and physical growth of its athletes. If you are interested in becoming a member of the Booster Club or making a donation, email crusaderboosters@cwc.org. Good luck, Crusaders.
High school.
Welcome back here. That's okay. That can stay on there. Welcome back here to Jeff's live stream in cooperation with Radio Plus. Hey, you can see our upcoming schedule here. I know I've got it a little bit big here and it's blocking our faces, but Isaac, give us your final thoughts here on the postgame show.
Yeah, final thoughts. A really great game, and I think really what Oakfield was able to do that I thought they were going to do is that they space out that lead as much as possible, and it might not be a big lead, but they come in here and they maintain it for an entire second half, and that's just something that Oakfield really excels at, and they do well. And I think that's really what was influential and played into the final of this game, and that allowed them to win.
Yeah, again, it was a great contest here.
Of course, yeah.
I thought that again, Oakfield closed out in the first half, and I think that was huge coming into the second half. I mean, I think that if CWC is able to hold the lead, to keep the crowd into it and not have to battle from behind, I think that CWC would have had the chance to win.
And that's something that they really did during the first half, too. You could see it was only within the last minute and a half that they really lost.
Absolutely. I thought it was a fantastic battle from CWC here. Unfortunately, they fall, and now we'll have to see how things shake out when it comes to the regional seeding. Yeah, again, I thought it was a great contest. I want to thank Kaya. I want to thank Joel. I want to thank Travis. Isaac, I want to thank you. Great job here on the call, and good job running our switcher here. Congratulations to the Oakfield Mighty Oaks with a 53-42 victory over Central Wisconsin Christian Crusaders. Hey, you can see here on the post-game show a couple of things that we've got coming up here. We have triple header tomorrow for hockey. Over at Fond du Lac is the Badgerland Conference Hockey Tournament. We've got the game at 10:15. We've got the game, 10:30, 1 o'clock, and 3:30 is the championship game that we'll be covering there. We got two games on Monday. Actually, add one more, third game, because CWC added a Hilbert coming over here to play for girls basketball. So I'll see if I can get that staffed. And then you can see on Tuesday, we've got two doubleheaders in basketball and two different hockey games. So once again on Jeff's live stream, we are going to be broadcasting 6 games in a night. This is our crazy time. I want to thank you guys for joining us here again. Thank you, Isaac, for helping me here tonight with the producing and helping with the call. Hope you've enjoyed our broadcast here. But one of the things that we do when we wrap things up here on Jeff's live stream is we always end in a prayer. So we'll make this a little quick prayer. Feel free to join us here. Heavenly Father, we want to give you all the thanks and praise and the glory for the opportunity that we had here tonight to be able to showcase the fantastic creatures that you have created here. They did a great job of bringing glory and honor to you tonight. We did not see anything that, at least I thought, that was a negative representation for either one of these teams for their communities. So, Lord, we give you thanks and praise here on Jeff's live stream that we've had this opportunity. Also, again, Lord, we always ask, we pray for healing. We know that these kids were out there battling. We know there's going to be bumps and bruises and scrapes, and we ask that you be with them as they try and heal, Lord. And finally, Lord, we ask that you will be with all of the fans that were here tonight, as well as all of the athletes as they travel to try and make it home from tonight's contest. And we pray that they will be able to bring you glory and praise one more day by making it home safely. We ask all these things in Jesus' name. Amen. Hey, thanks again for joining us here on Jeff's live stream. Take care. God bless. And we can't wait to see you at a basketball court or an ice rink near us.
Our sponsors include
Hoekstra's Greenhouse, Katie's Log Cabin,